Okay, what else have we learned from this pandemic? We learned about online worship, we're learning about Christian community, and we are learning about Christian care. How important it is to be intentional in caring for each other as congregation member or as our neighbors, as individual followers of Jesus. Man, a little intentionality goes a long way, doesn't it? More members, especially those who are at risk, are getting more care because we are intentionally asking members to help. Using simple tools like a phone call, or handwritten notes, or regular visits following local rules for social distancing, of course. I hope relationships are deepening and care is expanding. I hope conversations are becoming more comfortable between people who used to be strangers or just acquaintances, even though they belong to the same church. As conversations become more comfortable, Christian care, I hope, will flow more naturally. I mean, this is a great time to reach out to someone, call them, because now more than before, they will be open to it, likely because they will have the time to be, and they will be seeking more human contact because they've been spending much more time alone. Members are being more intentional for reaching out to neighbors during the pandemic. And I hope we find that neighbors are more open than ever to conversation, maybe to prayer, and maybe encouragement from God's Word. This has the potential to be a game changer. As you start to take walks, find your neighbors are home, and you stop and chat, introduce yourself, offer love and care, get to know them, all of course from a very safe distance. By your little friendly neighborhood act, you are caring for them, and that will go a long way, especially when perhaps they will really need a friend and a neighbor, like maybe later on in life when a tragedy or a difficult circumstance happens in their life. They'll turn to you because you care for them. Ideas include getting to know your neighbor, include writing notes, leaving them in their mailbox, introducing yourself, giving your address, your email, your phone number, as well as an invitation to contact you if the neighbor needs anything or just would like to talk or chat. You may get to the point of offering to even pray for them if they have any prayer requests. I even heard that some kids were using sidewalk chalk to write encouraging Bible passages on their driveways, and as neighbors walked by, they could get a message of hope. So I hope we get used to different. I still think of the disciples, the first century disciples, the disciples on that first Easter, how their whole life changed when Jesus rose from the dead. Different indeed, never the same. And I hope we get used to this and see the potential of what we're going through. God is the constant in our ever-changing world, and we should never forget that. We cling to Him, everything's going to be fine. All things are possible with Him who gives us strength. So I want you to think about online worship, Christian community, and intentionally caring for others. Good changes.